It's been just over 200 days since Argentina elected a central bank pinata-smashing, globalist-confronting Austrian economist as president. So what laws has Javier Milei passed since then? And could it set up Argentina to be the next Bitcoin country? Let's mind deep. For over 40 years, Argentina suffered from some of the highest inflation out of any country in the world. And yet, despite this, politicians with no interest in cutting down on Argentina's rampant spending and deficits kept winning election after election. That is, until Javier Milei. Milei went from teaching economics and getting into vicious debates on Argentinian television.
La inflación es pobreza, efectivamente es pobreza. En la teoría económica eso se llama efecto Hume-Cantillon. Es decir, el que recibe último el dinero que sale de la imprenta es el que pierde.
And with 4 years, became president of the entire country of Argentina, with one important mandate: ending inflation. A few weeks ago, Milei announced that Argentina will no longer issue new currency units. And in a separate tweet, he wrote, "There will be free competition of currencies. So if you want to use Bitcoin, there will be no problem." So what does this all mean for Argentina's future? And is there already a Bitcoin movement starting to emerge in the country? A group of 300 plus Argentinian-based founders and developers have started to band together to form a movement called Crecimiento. This already includes Rootstock founder Diego Gutierrez and founders of one of Latin America's top crypto buying apps, Lemon Cash. Motive, a nonprofit organization using Bitcoin to bring financial tools to impoverished communities, as well as founding over 15 Bitcoin circular economies across Latin America, has also established bases in Argentina. With Milei acknowledging Bitcoin's role as a currency, it also likely means Bitcoin transactions between other currencies like the US dollar will be exempt from taxation in the near future, making it potentially an ideal place to live on a Bitcoin standard. Oh, and for those Bitcoiners doing the carnivore diet or paleo diet, did I mention Argentina has the highest quality and most affordable beef in all of the world as well? Fellow Bitcoiner Luke Mikic picked up 5 pounds of T-bone steak in Buenos Aires for just $14 US. So why should you care? Milei's not going to have an easy path to reforming the country's central bank and still rampant inflation problems.
I think there's a previous discussion about dollarization. Actually, strictly speaking, it's to get rid of the central bank. The dollarization is an instrumental issue at the end of the day.
But he's not claiming to do it overnight. In fact, his inauguration speech was a big downer in terms of austerity measures the country would need to put in place to succeed.
No por ello menos importante, para hacer gradualismo es necesario que haya financiamiento. Y lamentablemente, tengo que decírselos de nuevo, no hay plata.
But this low-time preference approach to turning around nearly 5 decades of inflation is now turning eyes onto Argentina as a Bitcoin and investment opportunity for the first time. Billionaire investor Stan Druckenmiller announced he bought 5 of the most liquid stocks in Argentina 2 months ago, calling the country and Milei the only free market leader in the world right now, which is kind of true. With the low cost of living, every biome and climate imaginable, beautiful historic architecture, and a rapidly changing economic environment geared towards attracting and elevating foreign investment, maybe Argentina will finally give El Salvador a run for its money. The only question is, would you move to this Bitcoin country? Don't miss Ridwan, Kamil, Backstage. When was that moment that Bitcoin clicked for you?
I think it's about 5 years ago when all digital disruption were coming in the form of AI, in the form of IoT. Then digital currency revolution called Bitcoin came. Yeah. So I think this is the future, but it takes time. Yeah, for a country size to understand and adopt the Bitcoin revolutions. So I think 5 years ago. But now I'm come here learning and so many opportunities. We need to start collaborating.
What would you say your favorite part about Bitcoin is?
I think it will help, in my imagination, yeah, it will help my unbankable people. Because if you're using the conventional banking system, this 40% cannot do business. But with Bitcoin, without the third party, they can do faster. But as a leader, I have to balance between government control and the expression of freedom of financial transaction within my people.
And how do you think you're going to let government know and understand the whole process about Bitcoin that you know?
That's why I come here.
Yeah.
I'm learning from everybody. I'm learning from El Salvador, for example. At the end of the day, public interest will be my number one priority. But I always say, let's not denying the disruption, let's learning the disruption. Like COVID.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we learn how to survive COVID. Also, Bitcoin, we need to learn. At the end of the day, as long as it benefit public interest, I will make a fair decision to make Bitcoin as the future.